The video that will change your life and body after age 60. Did you know that, with just a few minutes a day, even after turning 60, you can prevent the loss of strength and balance that affects up to 3% of your muscle mass each year? Simple activities like climbing stairs, rising from a chair, or walking can become increasingly difficult. But there are 6 remarkably accessible exercises that not only halt this decline, but can even reverse it, restoring your mobility, stability, and vitality. Imagine continuing to do everything you love without fear of falls, pain, or limitations. That's exactly what I'm about to reveal, starting with the first movement and ending with an extra tip that will surprisingly amplify your results. Be sure to leave a comment telling me where you're watching from, what questions you have, and how your training routine looks. Exercise 1, Scapular Retraction with Resistance Band. This move deeply engages the upper back muscles, rhomboids, middle and lower trapezius, and spinal erectors, essential for maintaining an upright posture and balanced center of gravity. To perform it correctly without breaking form, sit or stand with a straight spine. Hold a resistance band anchored at shoulder height with your arms extended in front of you. Inhale deeply as you draw your shoulder blades together by pulling the band outward, and exhale as you return to the starting position in a controlled manner. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 12 repetitions, resting 30 seconds between sets. The key to maximizing benefits is keeping your core braced, protecting your lower back, and focusing on consciously contracting your scapular muscles, avoiding compensation with your arms or neck. To further amplify the effect, gradually vary the band's resistance. Start with a low resistance band and progress to firmer options as you gain strength. Warm up your shoulders and chest first with arm rotations and openers to prepare your tendons and ligaments, and try performing the movement on a slightly unstable surface, such as a thick mat or folded towel, to engage microstabilizers and enhance proprioception. Incorporate scapular retraction into your morning and evening routines as a self-care habit, as this combats morning stiffness and releases tensions built up throughout the day. After each set, follow with a chest stretch by placing your hands behind your head and pushing your elbows back, balancing tension between the front and back of your body and improving overall posture. Additionally, stay well hydrated before and after your workout to lubricate your joints and speed recovery. Adopt a diet rich in lean proteins, healthy fats, and micronutrients like calcium and vitamin D to support muscle and bone health. And schedule your sessions on alternating days, interspersing them with light activities such as a 20 to 30-minute walk or joint mobility exercises that include gentle hip, ankle, and spinal rotations. Keeping a simple training journal helps you track progress, stay motivated, and recognize when it's time to increase the load, whether by upping your band resistance, adding light weights, or gradually reducing assistance from chairs and walls. Involving a friend or family member in your practice creates an environment of mutual support, reinforces commitment, and makes the process more enjoyable. Establish small rewards for each milestone reached, a new piece of workout gear, a relaxing massage, and always take a moment to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. With this integrated approach, correct technique, varied stimuli, proper nutrition, active rest, and social support, scapular retraction with a resistance band becomes a powerful tool to preserve your functional independence, reduce chronic pain, and keep your body strong and agile for many years. Start today and prepare to discover the power of a simple exercise on your quality of life. Scapular retraction with a resistance band is one of the most effective and accessible exercises for strengthening postural muscles, especially in older adults. With aging, it is common for the back stabilizers, the rhomboids and middle and lower trapezius, to weaken due to inactivity or incorrect postural patterns maintained over years, resulting in a kyphotic posture, characterized by rounded shoulders and a forward projecting head. This postural misalignment not only affects visual appearance, but also compromises fundamental functions, such as breathing, balance, and overall mobility. Altered posture can increase pressure on cervical and thoracic vertebrae, contribute to chronic pain, and limit basic daily activities like dressing, cooking, or walking safely. The good news is that numerous studies have demonstrated the positive impact of specific exercises on correcting these muscular imbalances. In particular, research published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science showed that scapular retraction with a resistance band significantly increased shoulder stability, reduced pain, and improved daily functionality in adults with postural kyphosis. This intervention promoted better body alignment and decreased the risk of falls by enhancing body awareness and deeply activating the trunk stabilizer muscles. To perform it correctly, adopt an upright posture, either seated or standing, with a neutral spine and your feet firmly planted on the floor. Hold the resistance band at chest height with your elbows bent at 90 degrees and pull it outward while squeezing your shoulder blades as if trying to bring them together behind your back. This action activates the deep scapular muscles that often remain inactive due to prolonged poor posture. Hold the contraction consciously for 2 seconds before returning in a controlled manner, ensuring your core stays braced to protect your lower back and maximize stability. Complete 2 to 3 sets of 12 reps, resting 30 to 45 seconds between sets, and adjust the band's resistance as you gain strength and mobility. Hold the maximum contraction for 2 seconds before slowly returning to the start position, avoiding any jerky movements. It's recommended to perform 8 to 12 repetitions for 3 sets, at least 3 times per week. It's crucial to coordinate the movement with controlled breathing. Inhale as you prepare and exhale during the retraction, keeping your core stable and avoiding neck tension, an all too common mistake that can lead to long-term cervical discomfort. This exercise not only improves posture and relieves back pain, but also increases shoulder mobility, making tasks like reaching for objects, lifting your arms, and maintaining balance while walking easier. Regular practice translates into greater independence and confidence in daily movements, making it ideal for those seeking a low-impact, easy-to-perform activity. The next movement, the glute bridge, is essential in any functional strength routine, especially for mature individuals. Over time, the muscles around the hips, particularly the gluteus maximus, lose strength due to inactivity, a sedentary lifestyle, or simply the natural aging process. This weakness compromises trunk and pelvic stability, overloading other structures such as the knees and lower back, and can alter your gait pattern, making everyday tasks like rising from a chair, climbing stairs, or bending to pick something off the floor more difficult and risky. To perform it correctly, lie on your back on a firm surface, bend your knees with your feet hip-width apart, and extend your arms alongside your body. Inhale and lift your pelvis until your knees, hips, and shoulders form a straight line, consciously contracting your glutes. Hold for 2 seconds and exhale as you lower in a controlled manner. Perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, resting 30 seconds between sets, and increase the challenge by placing a resistance band above your knees or resting your feet on a raised platform. This movement deeply strengthens the glutes, improves pelvic control, reduces spinal pressure, and enhances stability when walking. Numerous scientific studies show that strengthening the glutes not only improves movement biomechanics, but also helps reduce chronic lower back pain. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity in 2019 demonstrated that exercises like the glute bridge significantly activate the posterior chain muscles, including the glutes and hamstrings, which translates into greater postural stability and improved dynamic balance. This type of exercise stimulates not only the musculoskeletal system, but also the nervous system, enhancing the neuromuscular connection essential for a rapid response in balance-threatening situations. To perform the glute bridge correctly without line breaks in the instructions, lie on your back with knees bent and feet firmly planted hip-width apart. Keep your arms extended by your sides for added stability. Inhale deeply through your nose, engaging your abdominals to stabilize your core. Slowly lift your pelvis until your knees, hips, and shoulders form a straight line. Exhale through your mouth as you consciously contract your glutes and keep your core braced. Hold the lift for 2 seconds before lowering in a controlled manner, and complete 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions with 30 seconds of rest between sets. Maintaining this breathing control not only enhances movement execution, but also reduces intra-abdominal pressure and protects your lumbar spine from overload. Incorporating the glute bridge into your routine strengthens the deep muscles of the pelvic region, prevents lower back pain, and contributes to a more active, independent quality of life. Hold the top position for at least 2 seconds to maximize muscle activation before slowly returning to the start position with a fresh inhale. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, 3 times per week, the ideal frequency to trigger positive adaptations. To increase the challenge, try the single leg variation. Extend one leg forward during the lift, intensifying the work for the supporting side glute and improving unilateral balance. It's crucial to avoid overarching your lower back, as this can cause discomfort or injury. When performed correctly and consistently, the glute bridge becomes a powerful tool for strengthening the posterior chain, improving pelvic stability, facilitating functional movements, and above all, restoring autonomy and confidence with every step. The squat is, without a doubt, one of the most comprehensive and functional exercises for mature individuals, as it strengthens essential muscle groups, quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core, while simultaneously training movement patterns fundamental to daily life. Everyday actions like rising from a chair, picking up an object from the floor, or climbing stairs depend directly on the strength and mobility developed through the squat. By engaging multiple joints and muscle chains at once, this compound movement promotes coordination, balance, and overall body stability. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research in 2014 demonstrated that training programs, including regular squats, significantly improve functional strength and joint mobility, translating into greater ease performing daily tasks and a reduced risk of falls. The squat also significantly enhances reaction capacity in older adults, factors that directly translate into a lower incidence of falls and greater functional independence. Especially relevant since falls are one of the leading causes of serious injuries in this age group. Despite its benefits, many avoid squatting for fear of harming their knees or back, based on myths unsupported by scientific evidence. The truth is that, when performed correctly, the squat not only preserves the joints, but also strengthens the stabilizing muscles that protect them, reducing injury risk. Proper technique requires placing your feet shoulder-width apart, keeping your torso upright and gaze forward, and initiating the movement by pushing your hips back, as if sitting into an imaginary chair. Ensuring your knees don't travel past the toes or collapse inward. Inhale deeply through your nose as you descend, bracing your core for stability. And exhale through your mouth as you rise, contracting your core to protect your lower back. For those with physical limitations, safe variations exist. The chair-assisted squat allows you to build strength without overloading the joints, and the wall squat supports the spine and improves movement control. As strength and confidence grow, you can progress to free squats or even add light dumbbells, also stimulating bone density, a crucial factor in osteoporosis prevention. It's important to avoid common mistakes such as leaning the torso too far forward, rounding the back, or performing the movement abruptly. With a controlled execution that respects individual capabilities, the squat not only improves strength and mobility, but also decisively contributes to a more active, autonomous, and pain-free life. The calf raise, also known as the calf rise, is one of the simplest yet most effective exercises for maintaining functional ability and vascular health in mature adults. By lifting your body onto the balls of your feet, you strengthen the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, which are essential for locomotion and upright posture. Beyond their biomechanical role, these muscles act as a true venous pump. When they contract, they compress the deep veins of the legs, propelling blood against gravity back to the heart. Crucial for preventing blood pooling in the lower limbs, a common issue in those with limited mobility. Studies such as the one published in the Journal of Applied Physiology in 2018 show that calf strengthening significantly improves blood perfusion and peripheral vascular resistance, leading to more efficient tissue oxygenation and reducing the incidence of varicose veins, swelling, and deep vein thrombosis. From a functional standpoint, the calf raise directly impacts fall prevention by reinforcing the muscles responsible for push-off during gait, ankle control, and foot adaptation on uneven surfaces. These factors are critical for maintaining a stable, safe walking pattern, especially in older age, when sarcopenia and decreased proprioception increase the risk of trips and falls. To perform it correctly without breaks in form, place your feet shoulder-width apart and, if needed, lightly support yourself on a chair or against a wall. Rise in a controlled manner onto the balls of your feet to your maximum range. Hold the position for 2 seconds to maximize muscle activation, and then slowly lower back down. Aim for 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, 3 times per week. Incorporating this simple movement into your routine deeply strengthens the calf muscle chain, improves venous circulation, and increases endurance in low to moderate intensity activities like walking and climbing stairs. Moreover, with regular practice, you'll notice less swelling, fewer cramps, and much greater confidence moving across any surface. Be sure to stay properly hydrated and, whenever possible, follow up each session with gentle stretches for the back of the lower leg to promote flexibility and prevent excessive tension. Hold the contraction at the top for 2 seconds before lowering slowly, synchronizing your breathing. Inhale in the starting position and exhale as you rise. This maximizes muscle activation. For beginners, the seated variation is recommended. As you gain strength, progress to a single leg execution, or use a step to increase the range of motion. Avoid performing the exercise abruptly or failing to lift your heels fully, as this reduces efficacy. Keep your body upright, distribute weight evenly, and execute each repetition with full body awareness. The calf rise not only strengthens the calves but also enhances cardiovascular health, boosts balance, and reinforces your functional independence in daily activities. Exercise 5. The lateral grapevine walk, also called the grapevine walk, is highly effective for improving balance, motor coordination, and stability in mature adults. To perform it, stand with your feet together. Take a lateral step crossing one leg in front of the other, then a lateral step crossing behind, keeping your torso steady and gaze forward. Repeat this pattern rhythmically, forcing your body to constantly adjust its center of gravity. This movement simultaneously activates multiple muscle groups: hip abductors, trunk stabilizers, and intrinsic foot muscles, essential for maintaining posture and preventing falls. A study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy in 2020 showed that balance training programs can reduce fall incidence by up to 40% in older adults, reflecting significant gains in confidence and functional independence. Not only do they provide greater physical safety, but they also lead to a significant improvement in quality of life and confidence. To perform daily activities such as walking down the street, climbing stairs, or simply standing for extended periods. Beyond the physical benefits, the lateral grapevine walk exerts a positive neurological impact by requiring coordinated crossover movements. This exercise simultaneously activates both cerebral hemispheres, strengthening neural connections responsible for motor control, movement planning, and balance. Recent studies link this dual stimulation to gains in cognitive function among older adults, especially in areas like attention and working memory. To practice it safely, start near a wall or handrail, advancing slowly while keeping your gaze forward and your core engaged. It is essential to control your breathing. Inhale through your nose before beginning the sequence, and exhale slowly through your mouth during the movement, as this helps maintain focus and prevents muscle stiffness, particularly in the neck and shoulders. Complementary alternatives include marching in place with high knee raises, single-leg balance poses, or using unstable cushions to challenge the proprioceptive system. Avoid performing the exercise at excessive speed, as this can cause imbalance or unnecessary tension in the shoulders, compromising the fluidity of the movement. The key is to execute each step with full body awareness, without exceeding your body's limits, and to progress gradually. Together, balance exercises like the Lateral Grapevine Walk not only prevent falls but also serve as a powerful tool to maintain autonomy, stimulate the brain, and preserve vitality in adulthood. Push-ups are among the most comprehensive and functional exercises for people of all ages, including older adults, because they simultaneously work multiple essential muscle groups. This movement primarily strengthens the pectoralis major, triceps, anterior deltoids, and abdominal core muscles, while also enhancing trunk stability and muscular endurance. For those over 60, this type of activity is even more valuable, as it helps preserve muscle mass and combat sarcopenia, one of the leading contributors to loss of functional independence. Studies such as one published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity in 2017 show that pushing exercises like push-ups help increase bone density, muscle strength, and overall balance, reducing fall risk and making daily tasks, such as getting out of bed or pushing open a door, easier. A major advantage of push-ups is their adaptability. Those who lack the strength for the traditional version can start with wall push-ups or perform them with hands elevated on a sturdy table or sofa arm, reducing the load on the arms and torso and allowing gradual strength development. Proper execution is essential to avoid injury. Keep your body in a straight line from shoulders to heels, or down to the knees for modified push-ups. Engage your abs and glutes to stabilize the spine. Inhale as you lower yourself slowly and exhale as you push back up, ensuring controlled, fluid breathing. Beyond all the muscular benefits, push-ups also support cardiovascular health by moderately raising heart rate, improving blood circulation, and enhancing tissue oxygenation. By engaging the chest and upper body, they also boost respiratory capacity, crucial in advanced age when lung function tends to decline. Adapted push-ups have a positive impact not only on physical strength, but also on mood and cognitive function. The muscle activation from this exercise triggers the release of endorphins, neurotransmitters that promote a sense of well-being and relieve stress. Additionally, because push-ups require coordination and body control, they stimulate the brain's executive functions, linked to improved memory and mental processing, according to recent studies published in Frontiers in Neuroscience. For mature adults, incorporating 2 to 3 weekly sessions of adapted push-ups can be decisive in maintaining physical independence, boosting self-esteem, and ensuring quality of life. An extra tip to amplify all these benefits is to include proprioceptive exercises in your routine. Proprioception, the ability to sense your body's position and movement in space, tends to weaken with age, increasing the risk of falls and injuries. A 2021 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity showed that proprioceptive stimuli can reduce fall risk by up to 50%, thanks to the activation of deep stabilizer muscles and improved neuromuscular response. For example, performing squats on an unstable surface like a balance cushion or BOSU not only challenges the major muscle groups, but also demands greater engagement from the ankle, knee, and hip stabilizers. Rising onto your heels with your eyes closed removes visual dependence and forces your body to rely on vestibular and somatosensory systems, thus refining balance control. Holding the glute bridge at the top for several seconds intensifies isometric endurance and strengthens the abdominal core. Even seemingly simple movements like scapular retraction become more effective when done on a thick mat or folded towel, as this forces constant adjustments from the stabilizer musculature. By combining these strategies, adapted push-ups, balance exercises, and proprioceptive challenges, you not only reinforce the primary muscles, but also enhance body awareness, boost your confidence in movement, and build a robust foundation for an active, safe life at any age. When you lean your torso forward slightly or increase the contraction time, you improve postural control and body awareness. Integrating these proprioceptive principles progressively and safely gives you a more complete, functional workout that protects against the natural wear of aging, significantly boosting each exercise's effectiveness and earning you greater independence in daily activities. If this video was helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell. Comment, share, and start transforming your body today, regardless of your age. Today is the best day to take the first step. First,